Hello everybody, it is Big B from Clee here. Welcome back to another Roblox scripting tutorial. Today I'm going to show you how to make a currency and a GUI included with it. So, let's get into this video. Alright everyone, before we start, I just want to let you know that I do have a Discord. The link will be in the description. Please join the Discord server. Also, make sure to subscribe for more tutorials on Roblox. Also, if you need any tutorials on anything, make sure to comment them down below and I will make sure to try and make a tutorial on it. So let's get into the video. Alright, so first what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to actually have the currency first before. So in server script service, you're going to insert a regular script. So you just have a regular script. And you can rename it to whatever you want. I'm just going to rename it to leader stats script. Alright? And then, so now what you're going to do is you're going to do game.players.player added :connect function. And then inside, so what this does is it's whenever a player joins the game, which is game.players.player added, this is a event :connect, and the function and player. So what you're doing is you're getting the player that joined the game. Now you can type it however you want, like PLR, whatever, and make sure you only have one closing parenthesis. Hit enter and it should create an end with a closing parenthesis. Okay, so you can have this whatever you want, but you will have to change some things. So what you're going to do is you're going to do local folder. You can do whatever you want with this. Again, this can be whatever you want, but you will have to edit some things differently. Is equal to instance dot new. So this is creating a new thing, and you're going inside of parentheses and quotation marks, you're going to put folder, and then after the quotation marks but still inside of the parentheses, you're going to use comma PLR or whatever you did up here. So I have it actually perfectly aligned. So yeah, whatever you did up there has to go right there. And so now you're going to do folder, and actually, what this does is it makes it the folder a child of the player that joins. So folder, or whatever you named it right here, folder dot name is equal to, now in quotation marks, you're going to have to write it exactly as I do, leader stats with no capitals, I believe, and I'll pop up on the screen if you do need to change that. Alright, and after that, you will need to do, so actually no, that's all you have to do with the folder. And now you're going to do local money is equal to instance dot new, and again this is getting whatever you want. You can rename this to whatever you want. Instance dot new, and it's the same thing as before. In quotation marks, you're going to do int value. So if there's many different values, so if you're going to have it only be numbers, like for money, like I am going to have, then you're going to want to do an int value. But if you're going to have it be like job, and then you want to have different things, maybe do a string value. That might be better. And you can see that there are a bunch of different values. Bool value is a bunch of, or not, bool value is true or false, kind of. There's a bunch of different ones, but I recommend using int value for money. You could use number value, but I use int value. Comma folder, or whatever you name this variable up here. Alright. Then you're going to do money, or whatever you did up over here, dot name is equal to, now in quotation marks, and whatever you're going to, whatever you want it to say, you put in these quotation marks. So I'm just going to do money. Alright. And then you're going to, so then you have the parent of it, and you have the name of it, and now you need the value. So what you do is money dot value is equal to, and whatever you want the starting money to be. So I'm going to do 0 just because. And then say you want a second one. All you have to do is highlight the whole thing, and then you don't have to go down 2 lines like I did. I just do that so it looks better. And you can just change it, like for example, like I don't know, diamonds, for example. And you just have to change this to diamonds. Change this to diamonds, and then diamond, and then that will so then there will be a second one. It will be in this order. This one will be first, this one will be second. So that should help. And then if you see, if I click play, this does take a second, so I am going to pause it. Alright, and as you see, I have 0 money and 0 diamonds. Alright, so now let's stop it and let's start working on the other things. So, you want to work on a GUI now. So, what you do is you go into Starter GUI, click plus, and you do Screen GUI. Rename this to whatever you want. I'm just going to do Leader Stat GUI. And now you're inside of here, you're going to do a text label. And so you will see this pops up. And so inside of the text label, you can do stuff like you can resize it and stuff. And so I'm going to go down here and I'm going to turn on text scaled, and this is just so that it looks right no matter what the size is. And so I'm going to change this to money : 0, or whatever you want, like it can just be nothing, but I'm going to do money : 0, and I'm going to rename this actually to money GUI. Okay, and then so once you have everything, you can actually see if you go into test device, then you can see it on different devices, and so it actually does fit. Sometimes it doesn't, and the reason why is here. Let me close out of this. Sometimes you might need to change the size and stuff. So instead of it changing if you look, it changes the offset. You need to change the scale instead, and that will be in decimal form actually. So if I'm going to duplicate this and move this down a bit, and this one's I'm going to rename this to diamond GUI, and I'm going to rename this to diamonds. Alright, so now you can see that fits. Alright, now inside of the money GUI, or whatever one you have, you want to insert a local script. And so what you're going to do is you're going to do local player is equal to local, or game.players.local player. And this only works in local scripts. Local scripts is basically the client side and not the server side. And then you're going to do local text is equal to script.parent. And this is to reference the actual thing that you're changing. And so now what you're going to do is you're going to do while true do, enter. And now, so this is always going to run, okay? You're going to do, text is equal to, and then you're going to do, in quotation marks, money, colon, and then basically this is the text before the the value, and you're going to do dot dot, I'm pretty sure, dot dot, and I'll correct it on screen if I did something wrong, dot dot, player, I'm gonna add a space there for some reason. I don't think it likes that. Okay, player dot leader stats dot money, or whatever you named it right over here. So I named it money dot value, and then I'm going to do a wait and then do this, so that otherwise it'll pop up an error and it'll say like exhausted execution time, which basically means that it doesn't have a break, kind of, to like take a second. And so you just need to add that wait there, otherwise it kind of like run all at once and that would break it, so it stops. And so now we shouldn't see an error, and I'll cut this out if it doesn't work. Alright, so you see money is equal to 0. Now if you go into players and your player leader stats, and here it is, value set to 1, and as you see it changes. So you can set it to like a bajillion. Oh, whoops, you can't have it be a string number. But yeah, as you see, changes, and you can have whatever number you want. And so I'm just going to duplicate this local script, put it into the diamond GUI, and I'm going to change this to diamonds.value. So now, as you can see, if I run this, it should work. Does take a second, sorry about that. And now you can just go ahead, go into your player, leader stats, and this is actually how you would change it. You would go into the player, leader stats, and then into the value. And you change this, so like diamonds. Whoops, I forgot to change that to I forgot to change that to diamonds, so let me fix that real quick. Alright, and now let's just go into players, big B from complete, leader stats. So money, just set this to bajillion, and this just set it to whatever, and you see it works. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial on how to make money and a GUI for it. Now you can change the background, you can change whatever. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. Again, my Discord server is in the description if you want to check it out. Make sure to subscribe for more tutorials on how to do things. If you want any tutorials on anything specific, comment them down below. Anyways, I will see you guys next video. Bye everyone. Alright everybody, this is me editing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would just like to say that I am hoping to post a lot more videos. So make sure to like and subscribe.